Okay, next question. Find the general solution of the differential equation d square y dx square minus 2dy dx minus 8y equals to cos 2x plus 5 sin 2x. So notice here we have the non-homogeneous parts to be in the form of trigonometric function. Okay, so all the x is apparently on the right hand side, and all the y as our dependent variables is on the left hand side, which is also the homogeneous part, if you like, that we're going to convert into quadratic equations and then put on the right hand side to be equal to 0, like as if like it is a homogeneous function differential equation. So for d square y dx square it become r square minus 2r minus 8, okay, equals to 0. Work out what is the roots, which in this case quite simply roots is r equal to 4 and r equals to -2, so we have two distinct roots. So again, referring to this table, we have two distinct roots. Okay, so the general form will be a and e to the power of m1x plus b and e to the power of m2x. So which is what we have here with the value of r equals to 4 r1 and then r2 equals to -2, which is what we have here. Okay. So this is our r1 and then this is our r2 and this is our overall limit in the different color. Yellow again. Okay, the next part for the particular solution yp, particular yp is, in this case we have cos 2x 5 sin 2x. So the beta in this case is 2. Okay, the beta in this case is 2. So this is our beta, but different kind of beta here. Okay. So according to the particular tables, we can refer to either here for the trigonometric fx, okay, a cos c cos beta x plus c sin beta x. Okay. The general solution for yp will be x to the power of r times a constant cos beta x. Okay, this is our beta q plus q sin beta x. So we either use a or b, doesn't matter. Okay, but we're going to start with r equals to 0 again. Okay, so write down the first one, our yp candidates is x to the power of r times a constant, okay, a cos, okay, our beta in this case 2, look at here, beta equals to 2 plus beta sin 2x, starting from r equals to 0, that give x to the power of 0 equals to 1. Therefore our first yp is a cos 2x plus b sin 2x. Just like before, we check for any corresponding terms in yc, which by the look of it, our yp has no corresponding terms at all with the yc, because yc and yp totally different, shape, if you like. Okay, this is in the form of exponent, yeah, our yc, and our yp is in the form of trigonometric function. Okay, so that's correct. Let's highlight our yp that we choose, which is a cos 2x. Okay, a cos 2x plus b sin 2x. Okay. Just like before, after we successfully determine that there is no corresponding terms, we can proceed with the differentiation from yp to become yp prime, single prime, and then following yp double prime. So for that yp, the first derivative yp prime is negative 2a sin 2x plus 2b cos 2x. That's right here. So let's highlight the yp single prime with blue color. And then the next one is yp double prime, is basically the next derivative from here. It become 4a, okay, sin the negative is of the original, it's of the cos. It will become 4a cos 2x. Okay, let's highlight it with color for our yp double prime. And again, just like before, we then take the, after differentiation, we do the substitution to the original differential equation, which was the y double prime minus 2yp minus 8yp from here. Okay? Y double prime minus 2y r and so on minus 8yp. Okay, so y double prime is that one, negative 4a cos 2x. Okay? So this is in the brown color. Minus 2yp prime, so negative 2a sin 2x, which is in the blue color. Minus 8yp, this is our yp, a cos 2x, which is in the green color. So once we proceed this, you get, as you can see here, believe it's okay for the group for the cos 2x. Okay, we group, we have sin 2x and we have cos 2x. Okay. For the cos 2x, we have negative 4a, negative 4b, negative 8a. Okay, and this is equals to negative 12a minus 4b cos 2x. So this is all for the cos terms from this substitution here. For all the cos terms, okay, we end up with negative 12a minus 4b cos 2x. Okay, whereas for the sine term, sine 2x term from the substitution here, we get 4a minus 12b sine 2x. So overall, it becomes here negative 12a minus 4b cos 2x. Okay, all of this because of the very long substitution here. Okay, and then for the sine part is 4a minus 12b sine 2x. Then we do the equating. Okay, the next step here, after we do the very long substitution, we equate with the f of x, right hand side. Okay, so our f of x, if you remember, is the whole thing here, cos 2x plus 5 sine 2x. Okay, which is that one. Okay, you can highlight it, let's say blue. Yeah. Okay, cos 2x plus 5 sin 2x. So we have cos 2x equals to 1, so negative 12a minus 4b equals to 1. And then for the sin 2x, we have 5, okay, so 4a minus 12b equals to 5. Okay. So after substitution and elimination, we get the value of value of a to be 1 over 20, and the value of b to be negative 2 over 5. So our yp is written in the beginning here. Yp is a cos 2x, so what is the value of a? What is the value of b? A is 1 over 5 or something. A is 1 over 20, sorry, and then b is 2 over 5, negative 2 over 5, which is what we have here. Okay, so this is now our yp. So just the next one is simply to combine the general solution, which is yc plus yp. Okay, our yc is c1 times e to the power 4x plus c2 e to the negative 2x, okay, from the beginning, for the complementary parts. And then our yp is 1 over 20 cos 2x minus 2 over 5 sin 2x.